Hello again. I suspect that few people have ever stopped to think that every means of transport in this country and the United States relies upon one simple process, which is to say the friction between oil-based products and concrete. Hardly any unadulterated natural rubber is used in the West. This is because demand for rubber from plantations in the Far East far exceeds supply. And although some natural rubber is also made from dandelions, this process isn't able to satisfy demand either. Which means that almost all the rubber we use is either wholly or partly artificial, which means in turn that it is produced from oil. How do we travel from place to place outside our homes? Sometimes we walk. The soles of our shoes are almost all made from artificial rubber, and we're able to walk because of the friction this exerts against the stone or concrete of the street. Riding a bicycle? The same. We move because of the friction of the tyres against concrete or tarmac. Cars? The same. Travelling by air? The plane gets off the ground because of the friction of the tyres against the concrete runway. However you travel, even if you always walk or ride a bike, you are reliant upon the oil industry. The same applies, of course, to renewable energy. Has anybody ever asked what the blades of wind turbines are made of? It's fiberglass, which is plastic reinforced glass fibres. Where does the plastic come from? It's made from oil. Those blades have a lifespan of 20 years and then they must be taken down, and because they can't be recycled, they're buried in the ground. All that renewable electricity entails huge reliance on the oil industry and then creates a vast amount of landfill which will never decompose. I mention these things just to point out that the dream of living in a society which does not need oil is absurd. As long as we want electricity in our homes or shoes on our feet, we will need oil wells to supply those things.